Welcome back, everybody, to Down Earth with me, Kristian Harloff. This is our Monday through Friday UAP news channel, and we try to tell you about the latest and greatest going on in the world of UAP phenomenon. What's going on, who's talking about it, what's going on in Congress, all of that and more. Well, one of the highly anticipated things coming out this year is the documentary from James Fox. Now, James Fox has done great documentaries on the topic before, whether it is The Phenomenon, whether it is Moment of Contact. The guy has been involved in this community for a while. So when everything broke with David Grush, he was very vocal, James Fox. James Fox was very vocal about everything that was coming, everything that was happening. He was constantly tweeting and talking about his new movie, and then he went fairly silent. He did say there was going to be some big things happening in the year of 2024, and then he kind of fell off the map a little bit. Or did he? It was seeming to be calculated. It seemed as if there were some problems going on. People were trying to not have this thing come out. There were some legal battles. Nonetheless, the movie is indeed coming out. There was a report, I think it was the Hollywood Reporter the other day, talked about how they're going to be screening it in front of potential buyers. Where that lands, we do not know. But what we do know is that it was a trailer for the program. Now, I have not seen it. Many of you may not even have an idea that I have a second channel, that I do movie news and pop culture stuff. And one of the things that I do on that channel is I just react to some of the upcoming trailers that are happening with TV and movies and all of that. Well, I'm going to be doing the same exact thing here. I have not seen the program trailer yet, so I'm going to watch it. You are going to watch it with me, and then I will talk about it afterwards and talk about what I thought about it and what topics really stood out. So without any further ado, here is the trailer reaction to James Fox's The Program. Here it is.
In 2017, the New York Times published a story exposing a secret government program investigating UFOs.
Oh, I've seen that one.
That story was kind of a catalyst for a lot of things that have happened since. Members of Congress started to ask questions.
Instruments report there is something there.
There are flight characteristics that we can't explain.
UAPs are unexplained. It's true. They need to be investigated.
Here we are having a hearing where just a few years ago, we didn't even acknowledge that these things were real.
Do you believe that our government is in possession of UAPs?
Absolutely, based on interviewing over 40 witnesses over 4 years.
Oh, if they could get this out to the
You're
public,
telling
man.
me people have come forward claiming firsthand knowledge of craft of non-human origin.
That's correct.
Is that a real photo?
We have sources who have asserted not only that there have been crashes, but there have been crash retrievals.
Do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
Biologics came with some of these recoveries, yeah.
Were they human or non-human?
Non-human.
All right, went to the Virginia stuff too. That's cool.
Here today because the American people are being lied to.
We are the American government, and we are open, and we're going to be open about this.
Come on. Oh, that who's there? That's right. He was there for that.
Non-human intelligence exists. Non-human intelligence has been interacting with humanity.
Is only part of the story.
Wow.
The pressure's on. The Pentagon, the CIA, they're going to have to answer the mail.
Some are risking everything.
Have you had incidences that have caused you to be in fear for your life?
Yes, personally.
To uncover the rest.
What is being done to verify the assertion that the U.S. government has spaceships of non-human intelligence in their possession?
That kind of revelation unearths people's beliefs.
A lot of people, a lot of interviews.
I would go to jail to say things that I've been exposed to in the program.
What are you allowed to say? What can't you say? Arrgh. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. Okay, so yeah, it looks awesome. James Fox is a great filmmaker. This is what I said when it came to the Spielberg stuff, right? Like, this is what I want the Spielberg movie to be about. It isn't. But this is what I want the Spielberg movie to be about. Like, this is everything that's been happening over this last year. And this is really, it means a lot to me because I don't know when you started following me. I have no clue. I have really been paying attention to this for the last, I'd say, a little over a year now. Yeah, a little over a year. And really diving deep on it. We started this channel, I think, in March. And so this is really, all the stuff he's covering is all the stuff I've been following. So I think it is the stuff that I felt was the reason why I thought it was so important that so many people at so many different levels were taking this thing serious. And it wasn't just the stigma of the one Randy Quaid like guy in Independence Day drinking behind a bar going, oh yeah, they probed me and then they took me here. And you're like, okay, Cletus, sure you did. Even though it turned out he was telling the truth in that movie. But nonetheless, this is something more serious inside of Congress. Now, one of the main things that we've always talked about specifically on this channel is they do not cover this stuff in mass media. They do not cover it in the mainstream media. They don't cover it. They don't cover the amount of stuff that was going on there that should be covered all the time, and that James Fox should be doing interviews on CNN, on Fox News, on all the different, CBS, everywhere. Should be everywhere talking about this, because this program has been talked about with many different people of high-level intelligence. In the same way that Lou Elizondo started to get a lot of coverage. So the question is, does James Fox get any press out of this on the mainstream media? Because the difference is that Lou Elizondo did work for the government. James Fox is the filmmaker. But with enough of the people that he spoke to and enough of trying to expose what's going on here, could the mass media actually give this some merit? Now, the other thing that will be crucial is that a major distributor picks this up. Now, Netflix just picked up Spielberg's, obviously, his Amblin one that he did, and it was a good doc, but it was a very beginner's way into it. It was stuff that I had seen already over the course of covering this over the last year. Anybody who's been following this had seen all those different cases, so it was nothing new. Now, what a lot of people were like, I don't know why they made that. It was nothing new in there, because it served as something if someone was scaling around on Netflix and they said, wait a minute, what's this? And they saw all these things that we were familiar with that they weren't. It was the first time they were introducing to it. So it was very important that they were doing it. And I thought it was a very well-made documentary. This is a way to get this in front of people that I can't even tell you how many people, when they hear, because when they hear that I have this channel, people, they go, oh, aliens. That's what the first thing that everybody goes to. Oh, it's about aliens? Oh, aliens would be fun if that was true. And I think, but do you know about what's happening in Congress? No, what's happening in Congress? Did you know that they had a hearing? Oh, I think I heard something about that. Do you know that they have this thing called the Soul Foundation, where they have ex-military talking about the things, and people of ex-rear admirals who talk about the things that they've seen and other programs they've been in? No, I haven't heard of any of that stuff. Where is that? It's like you got to dive deep. So imagine if something like a Netflix or something else picks up this, where it's the program is about what's going on in the government. It's about that's what it is. He's done the stuff about the Varginha stuff and the ships and all those different things and the phenomenon about how the particular crashes and what people have seen. And I'm sure he'll dive into it a little bit. There was a little bit of the flash on Varginha inside of this particular trailer. But it is more, to me, it seems like it's going to dive more into the what's happening inside of the government to bring this forward to the people and to expose this program. And I saw a little shot of the Lockheed Martin stuff and this other things that he's working on there. That, to me, is the stuff that if people actually discover it, they go, wait, this stuff's actually happened in Congress? At least I hope. And with the right amount of coverage through publicity. But it is also, as I say that, what is he really going to explore? Now, in the same way that I said for the doc on Netflix, is this going to be stuff that if we've been following this for the last year, we've seen and heard this stuff already? Oh, well, Burchett says this, and Moskowitz said this, and Garcia tried to do this, and Rounds is trying to do this, and it's all stuff that we've talked about here. Now, or is this going to actually dive deeper in where there's been times that James Fox has said, yeah, well, no one has said this yet, and no one has heard from this guy. There's that one guy that's blurred out, and he has the interview. What does that guy say? And will that guy ever come forward? And is it all kind of leading up to something? Meaning, Lou Elizondo has his interviews, which starts to lead into, okay, I'm done. I'm passing the ball to you now. Now James Fox gets the ball. He starts to run with it. He finishes it. He hands it over to the next hearing, or vice versa. I think that this is coming before the hearing is, but we'll see. If so, if there's anything inside of this hearing, is there any witnesses inside of this, not hearing, inside of this documentary that we see? because of what they say inside of the doc, then says it publicly inside of the hearing. So there's a lot that could come out of this, or it could just be an entertaining documentary that doesn't do anything except make us go, oh, I wonder if. I hope that's not the case. James Fox is very good at putting together movies and very good at making us ask questions. But will the questions be followed up by answers from someone? That is what I hope that this documentary does. What about you guys? What'd you think about the trailer? What'd you think about how this is being set up in general? Is this going to expose any new information that you and I have not heard of, have not seen? Will it lead up to the public hearings? And will the government get more involved with it? Will it actually do something? Or will it even make it to somewhere where you have to buy it on Amazon Prime and not even get a chance to see it in a worldwide thing? Or will someone like a Netflix or someone else buy this thing and really get the word out? What do you think? Put your comments in there. I want to hear it. Thank you for joining us today. Appreciate all your support. If you haven't already become a member of the channel, please do so. And that's it. Thanks for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow. Hey guys, thanks for watching the show. Listen, I have been there so many times where I've had subscriptions that I've been going through my phone, didn't even realize I still had them. I signed up at one point, and I said, what am I doing? I'm wasting all this money. And I stopped doing that a while ago because I have Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a subscription service, and it is amazing. It's a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending, and it helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. You get alerts if bills increase in price, there's unusual spending activity, or if you're close to going over budget. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's features. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/DTE. That's rocketmoney.com/DTE. This thing keeps me organized. I've been using it for so long. I really love Rocket Money. I have it on my phone. I literally have an update right there. I love Rocket Money, and you will too. So check it out. The link's in the description.